Okay. Yeah. Okay, okay, Stephen, and then...
Thank you. How was your Six Nations debut?
Yeah, it was mixed. Personally, I thought the team played quite well. Maybe didn't get as fast a start as we would have liked, but I thought we came into the game quite well and had a very good second half and quite a good end to the first half as well. We applied a lot of pressure, didn't get the reward we probably would have liked, but yeah, it was tough. It was good. Yeah.
What was the most enjoyable part of the occasion today for you personally?
Winning would have been, yeah. Like, I think, like, when England are coming here, it's quite a big one, and you want to win, and that's all that really matters. But yeah, winning is probably the most important thing about today.
Sam, first start in the Six Nations against England in Dublin, a lot of pressure, a lot of tension, a lot of noise. You looked like you were quite calm up there at all times. Is that how it is? Or what was going on inside your head?
Yeah, I don't know, was I calm for the whole game, or was I calm in the lead up? But like, yeah, I was answered this question just inside, but yeah, like, it's hard to know really what sort of vibe I'm giving off. But like, yeah, at times I get a little bit flustered. Like, it's quite a high contact sport with a lot of moving parts, so it's pretty impossible to stay calm at all times. But I like to stay as calm as I can most of the time.
Yeah, Sam, how important was it to get a good start in the second half? Obviously, it was a bit frustrating in the first half. Little things not working out for you, but obviously to get back and get the first score in the second half, to get momentum going. How important was it?
Yeah, it was good. We knew we had to come out of the blocks firing. Like, I think as I said, we applied a lot of pressure in the first half. Didn't lead to points, but it can help you in the second half when you apply that much pressure. But yeah, no, it was very important, and I think the lads kicked on quite well off the back of it as well, so it was good.
So, obviously the fly half was a very high profile role. There's a lot to talk about Johnny for the last World Cup and who's going to replace him, and now there's this battle between you and Jack, and there's going to want to talk about that. I just wonder how much of that you have taken notice of, and how much pressure you maybe felt to state your claim in the jersey.
No, I wouldn't. Like, the only pressure I feel is what's inside the group and what's inside me. Like obviously you want to be the starting 10 for Ireland and Leinster, but like I wouldn't be listening to too much outside noise on the pressure of that. It's internal pressure, and like you obviously want to be starting, but like, yeah, there's not too much of a rivalry, I would have said, between us. I think we work together quite well.
Johnny's obviously been in camp. How much has he helped you? In what ways have he helped you?
Yeah, he's very good. When he's been in camp, he's been very good in terms of whether it's kicking or just general play. Like, I think his mind was his most powerful asset a lot of the time when he played. So, like, I think there's a lot to learn off him, and I still have a lot to learn off him.
Just finally for me, what the coaching staff have said to you in terms of what you need to do in order to keep hold of the jersey going forward for the championship?
There's not too much talk about that. It's just about, it's week on week. Like, I suppose I've only been involved in the Six Nations when it's at under 20s, but even then it's like you're just taking it week by week, trying to keep winning games and trying to keep getting better.
Sam, you had a few nice little kind of wraparound moves in that first half, linking up with the likes of Bundy and stuff like that. How much more have you noticed a change, or just a difference in how comfortable you are just with the various communications on the pitch and kind of partnerships on the pitch compared to November to now?
Yeah, like, I think in November I played a good bit with Bundy, but like I play a lot in Leinster with Robbie and Gary as well, so that's quite helpful as well. Like, they're three world-class centres, and there's a lot of lads behind them as well. So, like, yeah, you're able to learn a good bit off them what they like, and they can learn what I like. So it's been good, yeah. Like, it's the same as anyone. Like, the more you play together, the better you're going to be.
You're obviously a very young man. I've been spoken about 22 this month, I think it is. Your opposite number today, Marcus, like, he's someone who has been on the go since he was very young. Is he someone who you've kind of looked to over the last few years to see about it, making that kind of breakthrough at a young age?
Yeah, I remember when I was like a long time ago when he was breaking onto the scene and he was maybe 18.
Not that old.
But it was the fact that he was 18 breaking onto the scene, and but he's been around a long time. He's not old, but he's been around a long time, and he's played at a high level for Harlequins and England, and I think he's playing very well, and thought he played well again today. And yeah, he's like, he likes to attack and I like to attack. We do it in different ways. We're different types of players, but there's things you'd watch him and try to learn off.
Pat?
Yes, I was talking to Jamison a couple of weeks ago, and he was just talking about just you coming through and doing the opposition, playing the opposition all the time in training, and how much, you could see that you were a guy that was really going to step up as well. But on the opposite side, what's it like to play alongside a guy that came, you just see his all-round game, but what's it like being beside him now?
Unbelievable. He's so good. Like, I don't think he ever gets the credit. Even when he gets man of the match, he still doesn't get enough credit, I think, for how good he is. I think he's got no area of his game that he's bad at. He's an unbelievable kicker and passer. He's unbelievable in the loose. When you give him space, he's an unbelievable defender. Like, he's really nice to play with. Like, you get more time on the ball because his pass is so good, and he's brilliant to learn off as well. Like, he's played with a lot of good tens, so he's just brilliant to learn off.
David?
So just a couple of things on kicking. Just you talk about your general kicking game and how you found it, and also pace kicking. Would you be happier in the morning or tonight looking back on that clutch for 30 and 10, or will you still be thinking about the columns?
General kicking, yeah. I thought there was a couple in the first half that weren't accurate enough, which gave them space and time. You can't give them space and time. It's the high level, you can't do that, which was disappointing. But I thought I had a few good ones as well. But yeah, you need to be more consistent with them if you want to be playing at this level. And then in terms of conversions, yeah, like at the time you're not thinking about the two missed ones, but like it's frustrating. Shouldn't have missed them. Especially that one on the 15, shouldn't be missing them. But at the time you're just focused on trying to hit the next one, and the next one was an important one, and luckily enough I was able to recover and hit it.
Last three, please. Cameron, Michael, and then Cameron and Owen.
Yes, Simon mentioned on Friday or Thursday about you grabbing hold this week. Did you find leading the week different for a Six Nations game compared to the other?
No, it's not. It's the same team that was in the autumn. It's the same. Like, there's no difference in terms of ambition in the team. Like, it's always you're trying to win, you're trying to play well, you're trying to get better at little areas of the game. So I wouldn't have said it's a huge difference now.
Sam, over here.
Yeah.
You were asked earlier about the cool demeanour that we see. You said you're not sure how it looks, but you like to obviously be on top of everything. 21-year-old in the Six Nations is obviously a player that the opposition will try to rattle. I think there might be a weakness there. And England tried to rattle you today. Every time they tried, you came back pretty well. I just wondering, is that a learning experience? Is there a time in your past where you have had experiences where you've been rattled, where teams have got to you, and on reflection you've not dealt with it as well as you would have liked?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I think teams just do it to most out halves anyway, so you just have to be used to it. But you learn it when you're coming up playing like Gaelic football and soccer and rugby as well when you're younger. Like, just a part of a game where, like, even when you're 14, 15, people will try to do different things to you, and you just learn how you react to it and what works for you and what doesn't. So I've learned over time, like, there's times you still get it wrong, and I'm sure there'll be many times that I'll get it wrong again, but you're just trying to move on to the next moment and try not to be aggravated by it.
Ruth, and then Neil to finish off.
Sam, we've seen great rivalries for that number 10 jersey down through the years. I'm just curious how well you and Jack get on, and how much you'll drive each other on as that rivalry continues. Yeah,
me and Jack get along very well, but there's also Fralls as well, who we get along very, like, we all, like, Tens do a lot of kicking, together. So like on the off day, it's just us three kicking. So like it'd be a bit awkward if we didn't get along. So like we all travel in the same car to kick and travel home. So like we all get along very well, and we all give ideas to each other, whether that's in training or in meetings and stuff like that. So I think it's good to learn off each other, and because like it's tough to, like, you don't get as many reps in training as, like, you'd love to get infinite reps, but you can't. So they're getting reps, so you can learn off what their experience on a certain play or a certain situation was. So it's very good.
Sam, just to go back on the kicking, when you were talking about it with David there, has the 90 seconds down to 60 for conversions, has that had an impact, just kind of have to speed yourself up a little bit? Is it taking a little bit of getting used to it?
Yeah, like it does, because like I feel like it was brought in the Champions Cup and URC as well, where it's like it's quicker, and I think it's very quick. Like on a penalty, it's different. Like it's 60 seconds from when you decide to go for the post, so you feel like you have a lot more time on a conversion. It can be quite quick, I think, and I've seen like a lot of kickers have to rush. I'm not sure is there much time wasting when it was 90 seconds, to be honest. So I just think it can be a bit, I don't know, really. Like it's just a bit quick, to be honest, like off at the back of a try, but you just have to get used to it. You need to learn from it. Like you need to be able to practice like that when it is 60 seconds and be able to nail the kicks.
Don't celebrate too much though.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sam. Thanks, everyone.
Well, Sammy.